Hey, this is Mickey from CoinOpNewYork.com, and we're going over some maintenance tips and title strips and changing records and that sort of thing on this Seaberg B. Anyways, we have the mech cover off. There's a screw up top on the mech cover and one on the right. You pull the two screws and the whole cover comes right off. And what we're going to do is show you how to change the title strips, oil the turntable motor, and make the mech move to change the record. So first thing we want to do is move the mechanism from one side to the other so you have access to the magazine rack to put your records in. And it's simply, if you come into your jukebox looking at it like this, as you can see, if you come up on your left hand side, there's two switches down here. They're service switches. The very top switch, not the bottom one, but the top one, if you lift it up, lift the switch up, see, it'll move the mechanism. By holding that switch, it lets me move it back and forth. If I release the switch, it stops. Again, if I come down here, okay, there's two switches. I want to use this one. I hold it, and the mechanism moves. So the longer I hold it, the more it moves, and it'll just move back and forth, back and forth. You see how that works? I'm just holding it right down there. So the mechanism's moving. Alright, we're going to move it all the way to the left near A1. Okay, now, looking at this turntable motor, the motor's right here. It's this big black thing. It says Emerson on it. Okay? And if you'll look down here, in between, there's a tiny little tube. You can sort of see it underneath this latch bar here. There's a tube right here. I've got my finger on it. You stick some lubricating oil in there, sewing machine oil or 3-in-1 oil, a few drops. See if we can pinpoint the tube. You can see it right there. See that tube? I've got my pinky on it. I'm not touching it, but that little tube right there is the one you want to oil. Right there, drop some oil in that on a little dipstick that they sell. Okay? So that's already been lubed, but that's what you want to do. It lubes this motor right here. Okay, going back to the holding the service switch, that'll allow you to pull these magazine racks up by just pulling these up. And there's actual slots here to put them in. So what you do is you pull the whole thing up, and then you can have access to put your title strips in. And then when you're done, you're going to just insert it back in, if you can line it up correctly. There we go. And you insert it back in. All these come up. So you see how if I pull up on that, it comes right up. So that's how you change your title strips right here. Obviously, to change these two, you'd want to move the mech all the way over to the right side by using the top button down here. Okay? Alright, so we know how to change the title strips. Okay? We know how to pull those racks out. There's 4 racks. Okay, keep them in order. Hit tunes, foxtrots and rumbas, waltzes and polkas, and old favorites. So that's how you take those out. As far as putting records in, it's simply using the service switch and moving the mech back and forth. So now I have access. I can go ahead and pull this record out, right? And I can start putting my records in. K9, K10, and just put them right in. When I got to the point where I couldn't get behind the mech, I would take the service switch, okay, and I'd move it all the way to the right. Okay? Alright, now that I've got it all the way to the right, I'll release the service switch and boom, I can put my records in. Okay, so that's how you change records. That's how you oil the motor. And that is how you change the title strips, the racks that come out. Alright, thanks for checking out my videos. This is for Pin Bank Seaberg jukeboxes, 1951 through 54. Most of them are the same exact way. So if you have any questions or anything, you can always go to my website, CoinOpNY.com, CoinOpNewYork.com, or give me a call. My name is Mickey, 585-747-0605. I'm in Rochester, New York. I do jukebox restorations, and I just try and be helpful whenever I can. Thanks for checking out my videos, and you guys have a great day.